Thank you, Mr. Chair. Of the bills presented here today, House Bill 1471 is the outlier, as it does not propose any changes in the benefits or funding of our state pensions. The purpose of House Bill 1471 can be fairly characterized as truth in reporting. Regarding our state pensions, how badly are taxpayers on the hook? It seems plausible and natural that the report of $47 billion underfunding would answer that question, but that estimate is a construct of actuarial accounting rules that do not forthrightly address the question of taxpayer liability. These are the same rules that created the illusion of overfunding used as a pretext to legislate a significant and retroactive pension increase in 2001, a COLA in 2002, and a deferment for contributions in 2003. That is the genesis of today's problem, the largest financial crisis in the history of the Commonwealth. There are at least three ways to think of how to measure what the current burden is that the taxpayers will have to cover. One, the amount an insurance company would charge to remove the burden from their shoulders. Two, the amount to cover the promises in place if the pension system were to be shut down today. And three, the amount to be added to the proceeds from selling assets in place that would be sufficient to cover all promised future pension payouts by buying U.S. Treasury securities. Whichever of those three concepts we use regarding the unfunded liabilities, the only economically correct way to value those liabilities is to discount them at something close to the risk-free rate, because the claims of retirees and future retirees receive the highest priority to the pockets of taxpayers. With this approach, the underfunding that has been reported at $47 billion would be 2.5 or 3 times that much. House Bill 1471 requires only that CSRS and PSRS include in their annual reports a mark-to-market balance sheet that will present the market value of pension underfunding for which the taxpayers have been made fully responsible. House Bill 1471 will not directly impact how CSRS and PSRS are managed. It will not affect investment decisions or contribution rates, and it will not obviate the appropriate application of GASB rules. It is simply an honest picture of the underfunding burden borne by taxpayers. The purpose of House Bill 1471 is to give us a realistic and honest valuation of the pension underfunding crisis. Honesty is a necessary and most useful means for dealing with real problems. But honesty is also an end in itself. We in state government are fiduciaries to the taxpayers of the Commonwealth, and we owe them a complete and honest accounting of all that we do. Thank you, Mr. Chair.